Type of energy only Darren McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D! Hump Day Wednesday.
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neil Rule. That guy, D-Mac, Darren McCarty in the house. D-Mac,
cheers.
What's good?
Everything's good. NHL playoffs are back underway. Tigers are winning. Jesus is in the house, let's go. At top five.
Top five humans.
Wednesday,
top five.
humans.
Yep, absolutely. Excited for that.
Oh, Neil, I just saw your message, so give me a sec. I'll grab that.
All right, cool.
Wow, hey, you know what? I wanted to see if it worked for our show or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Are we comfortable
I
with
can
that?
always stick.
Oh my
Stick's always
God,
a
dude,
good
what is
go-to,
that?
right? Whenever you need.
Please get out of here.
Never
Thank
mind.
you.
I'm not playing.
Neil,
I'm not playing
ticking.
that.
You only have so many time in here, but thank you, Stick. Oh,
I'm not playing
time,
that shit.
dude. Hey,
This video, Neil
there was a
said.
lady at the coffee shop this morning, and I swear to God, she had a long order. She had long orders. So
Like
that's why I'm not trying to be Maz in his waters or anything out there. I'm just needing
Like
my
the
coffee and I couldn't
double
get it.
mocha choca latte.
No,
bullshit.
and the food, and I don't even know. But there was like 3 drinks that I couldn't repeat it. I think Spenny knows the order because some of his friends, let's just say, like those in the morning you give them a little Starbucks. Right?
Hey, those Tinderellas do like some expensive Starbucks, but.
Right.
Spencer Raxter in the house. What
Hey,
up?
Darren?
How are you?
Hello. Feeling good.
You see,
Feeling good.
Spenny's got a little pop in his step.
Yeah,
He does.
feeling
Little
good.
bounce.
I sense the vibration.
Yeah.
And that
a good day.
frequency when we got in, as opposed to the other guy.
I took a little Mad Pack break when I first walked in, so feeling good.
Any of those still lying around?
There's not. There's literally one
Some
left.
bullshit, boys.
I got you one.
Fucking bullshit going out here and never even want to share
D-Mac.
with me.
I
Spenny.
got you one.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jesus has the keys to
Yeah,
the
he got
stash.
100 of them at the
No,
golf
I
outing.
did not.
And then he's
I got
taking
good.
the ones they give me to use to film for content.
No, I just smoked the rest of them with you.
That is true.
Steve in the chat. Neil, you definitely get Frappuccino. Stop the cap. No, Steve, don't do the sugar, bro. Iced coffee. Just a touch of cream for color. That's it.
Small black coffee, please.
That's how you roll. But yeah, young Justin in the building. Young Justin, what up, though?
I'm doing actually great. I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm giving off this bad vibe. I'm sorry, D-Mac.
No,
that
I just
am, but
I was kidding.
I'm actually doing
I was
fantastic.
kidding, kid. I just said it just because I could chirp you and get under your skin. And, it's playoff hockey time. It's this time of
Oh,
year.
man.
I feel a little saucy.
Okay, yeah, real quick. There were actual living, breathing human beings that tried to tell me that Carolina was going to win this series. Dude. Like, what the fuck?
I thought
Florida is the evolved form of Carolina. They're the same. They go 4 lines deep. They have superstars, though. And they have Bob. Come on, dude.
I think what you're missing though, Spenny, and you're right to keep it going, but I believe, right, that this series is gonna be a little bit longer because and to your point, is Carolina the evolved version of Toronto?
Yeah.
Right to the pack, because right now push comes to shove, and why I say this is because Florida usually has a game where they're not Florida and they allow the other team sort of get back in the series. If Florida has learned from last year in winning the Stanley Cup about how to finish teams off early, right, then we will see that in game 2. The biggest thing again, Florida on the road, right? Great teams in the playoffs in the NHL on the road.
They're beating people to sleep, too.
They're beating right. Like they did it to Toronto the last 2 games. So that's the one thing. And to have a 2-0 lead going home, having won the Stanley Cup the year before, knowing what's on the line, being able to get yourself, you finish them off in 4 or 5, that little extra rest, because I believe the Edmonton-Dallas series is going to be the proverbial playoff war.
That's going to be
Should
a
be
fun
7
series
games. Should
to
be
watch.
7 games,
Yes.
right? You don't see somebody punking
No.
anybody. There usually is that game in a series. There's a punk game, right? It goes one way. Now it's how the other team rebounds, responds. We're going to find out what Carolina is all about at home, and if it is just the evolved Toronto Maple Leafs that when push comes to shoves and the big dogs come to your house.
Yeah, I got the Cats and the Rat in 5. Like, I just think Florida's too
Gentleman
good.
sweep.
Yeah, I think Florida's too good, and I desperately want to see Dallas versus Florida in the finals. I want to see the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
That would
I
be
want
a
to see
great
Mikko Rantanen to see, are you big dog enough to score 2 goals a game against Florida and win the cup? Oh, dude, that would be so fucking sweet.
That'd be
Florida,
sick.
man. Like-
Can Mikko Rantanen beat Florida? I mean, yeah, obviously Dallas
Gotta
is
beat
more than just
he's
Mikko
gotta beat
Rantanen, but
McDavid first.
yeah, he's got to beat McDavid first.
But it's incredible. Their coach, Paul Maurice. I sent you guys that clip
Oh my
last
God,
night
that's
of just like, I don't even want you to make plays. I want you to beat on their defense.
Yes.
So when we get to Game 7, there's nothing left. Like, that's the strategy.
And
Of course it is.
and it works.
That's the strategy.
I've said this many times. How it goes before going into a playoff series is you have a meeting, right? And you look, and there's a guy on their team that is circled, and you have to outplay him. Usually, if I'm a forward, it's one of theirs D, and I'm going to make his life, I'm going to make all the D's lives miserable, but I'm going to focus in on him because when push comes to shove, right? And it gets deeper. It's not, that's why I said it's not game 1, it's the resilience. And when you get into game 6 and 7, like we saw Florida last series against, Toronto, even put it down. So you got to, it's a physical game, and you got to do it within the rules, but it means a lot. Finishing your check means a lot. And I think that, who's done a hell of a job of doing this, Watson, is Edmonton. Because they're getting production from not just their big 2 down the line, and it's been physicality. So it's interesting, man. It's an exciting time of year, and this Final Four. But like going back to what you said, Spenny, about Florida, like we're gonna find out. You don't want to lay an egg at home first game, but again, they win tomorrow. It's a little bit different, but we got to see. The eyeball test is big. The eyeball test yesterday. Right, there's a big team and a little team.
Yeah, I think Florida's going to win in Game 2. I think then Carolina will have Game 3, and that'll be their. We gotta grow some nuts. We gotta win a game. They'll win Game 3, and then Florida wins.
In the chat, jump into the chat, by the way. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Click the like button. You already have it open, so you may as well, right? And this super chat, if you want to skip the line, you can use the super chat. And this super chat from Great Lakes 24. This is a Big D Energy super chat. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Congrats to my hometown Muskegon Lumberjacks, first-time
Yes,
Clark
sir.
Cup champions.
Shout out.
Now that's very Big D Energy. Stuff that goes on around. We're not obtuse to it. Like we're not like the flagship where we're going to ignore everything that goes on around us. No, we'll acknowledge it and we'll give it its just due. And then he follows it up with FYI Spenny, there is a urine test for the clap.
Yep.
You don't need to be swabbed.
No, for sure. I mean, you got to test for them all, though. We don't know which one's dialed in.
No, because Clark Cup,
Yeah.
so there'll be celebrations,
Yeah.
and things are gonna get spicy.
The clap is
so
temporary. Championships are forever.
That is true.
Go out there and have a good time. Be safe though. You don't want don't go
seek
fishing.
it.
Yeah.
Don't go fishing for it.
Because you'll end up with it.
But if it happens, it happens. If you had a good night, you had a good night.
Acknowledge, respond,
Yeah,
pivot.
for sure.
Harvey Wallbanger followed that up. A OT hat trick winner. It was a great.
Hell yeah.
It was a great series. So yeah, no, that is a lot of fun. Top 5 humans, as we said, should be electric.
Oh, my list is.
Can I touch on one thing about the hockey before we move on? And I will keep it quick because I already see you
Please
giving me
do.
the look. Are we prepared for the South to run hockey? Because Florida and Dallas, with their tax benefits, they are able to pay Bennett $3 million less than Marner, and he still takes home more money after taxes. And so we're just about to have to prepare for a world where Dallas and Florida are the 2 best teams in hockey consistently because of that. The depth. They can just sign more depth.
Well, hopefully the tariffs will figure that out.
Well, here's the deal on that, and this is going to be deep in the weeds, and I'm glad that we're coming up to the break soon because we are going to get into the Tigers. We got some Lion stuff as well. Also, welcome to intern Simeon, by the way. He is here. He is following right now young Justin. So he's here in the building. He'll be here for the summer. Looking forward to shout out to him. Looking forward to mixing and scratching him into the show. And all right, so here's the deal on that, young Justin. The NCAA, you're going to see a lot coming out about the NCAA in the next 5 weeks or so. Because July 1's the new year. That's when all the stuff's going to change. And their salary cap, for lack of a better term, will probably be accepted, and they'll move on and all that. The big argument right now is there's going to be a new governing body for the NCAA, and they're going to tackle that about the states that don't charge state income tax versus the ones that do, and they want to make it a unilateral playing field. And backing up to that, I think you're going to see this become a factor in labor agreements for players and teams. I think that you're going to have to do something to level that field, because if you're a salary cap sport, what's the preface? What's the basis? Why are you a salary cap sport? So everybody has the same ammo, right? Like the same number of bullets to work with. If you're a non-tax state, you have an inherent advantage, and that's going to have to be addressed. And you're going to see that become an issue, because that's something that the players can grab onto and say, we're not giving this up. So just keep an eye on that, man. It's not tomorrow. It's not next month. It's not next year. But you're going to see it. And when it happens, think of me.
Right on. I always do when it comes to money.
When it comes to the bag. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, you got it, young Justin. No,
but if
Justin,
you understand
thank you.
that's thinking deeper, Justin, to understand is like why these teams can do what they do, or where's their leverage and come play for me. Come play for me. You know, it used to be here everybody wanted to come to Detroit. Now you got to have more of a sell job, or somebody who wants to build, or they have options, and some other people, if they manage their books correctly, will have that more money, more value to offer that. And don't think as a player you're going where the money is usually.
No doubt. Woodward Sports chat thread. Here is,
dude. Shout out Power Neck. Tommy K said Power Neck in the Woodward. You remember?
Where is Power Neck?
Where is Power
Neck,
man?
You see a Power
I don't know. Yeah, we gotta
work it out somewhere. Yeah.
Does somebody have Power Neck's number?
I
Can
got
we
his
text
number.
him?
I got
Can
his
you
number.
text him right now?
Text Power Neck right now.
Hey, just say, hey, Power Neck. The chat was asking about you. Give everybody an update.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued for this.
Shout out
Power Neck's one of my favorites,
How
man.
big? And send a pic, because I want to see how big Power Neck is now. He was. I think it was about a year ago. Wasn't he like sitting in the chair for Spenny the one day, or whatever like this?
Oh, yeah.
And we were grilling him about how big his, what workout he was going to do, or what he was. Didn't we ask that, Neil? Then he was telling us his like. His
He
eating
was
routine
working out for the
and
Canadian
working. He had
Football
like
League draft,
4
yeah.
workouts or something, and then he was interning in here or something.
It was. Well, I miss Power Neck, man.
Dude.
Phil in the chat. Woodward Sports loves the free labor. Hey, Phil, you're aware of this place called college, right? People go there to try to take classes for the career they want to go into and stuff like that. Well, Phil, in the summer they have summers off, right? And the colleges they go to allow you to get college credit if you work in your field. It's a program that's been around for a real long time, Phil. Your corporation you work for at some level probably does it as well,
and
Phil.
Neil, not even allows you. They require you to get an internship before you graduate. So, Phil, shaming a company for using interns is stupid.
Yeah. Phil. Thanks for your contributions.
And who doesn't love free labor? Like what? I like free labor and I like child labor. I think we should get those kids working as soon as they can walk.
Says Phil, who sent this message on his iPhone.
Yeah.
So there you go. William Gibbs, 2,000 plus 20 touchdown.
Shout out Phil.
Gibbs, 2,000 yards, 20 plus touchdown season incoming. Do you agree? I think that's aggressive to say that about anybody. Anybody in this league. That's pretty aggressive. Danny G, what's Simeon's nickname? Well, he goes to Missouri. He's from this area, but he goes to Missouri. So I don't know if we can work the SEC into there. I don't know how we'll do it. I'll let you guys decide on that one, Danny G. So we'll get Simeon a nickname. I kind of let him, kind of grow organically too, D-Mac. Just something that they do, how they are. We'll definitely get it figured out. ZD, the players' home addresses and the team offices can be located in any state. That's why Nevada and Wyoming have so many businesses. I I think that professional teams are required to be based in the state that they're in. I could be wrong on that, ZD. I could be, but I don't think I am. ARF, LOL, WTF. Phil got soft. Phil said, no, it was an iPad. So you know uniquely, Phil. Boy, Phil, you really do live on that cheap labor, don't you, Phil?
Shout out, Phil.
Shout out, Phil. All right, let's take the break. We come back. I want to talk about the Tigers for a minute. Tell them about Les Stanford.
Les Stanford Chevrolet, they've got deals for everybody. You can get a 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive for $259 per month, a 2025 Hummer EV SUV for $699 per month, and a 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation for $169 per month. Visit them at lesstanford.com. I had my boy Goran just texted me. Said, give me a buzz when you can. Literally just texted. No. But he is ready to get me in my new lease, and I'm ready to get in a new lease from Les Stanford. So scan that QR code to see their massive inventory. lesstanford.com.
He's all ready.
Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
Man, he moves to Royal Oak. He's getting new whips.
Hey, got to turn the lease in.
Listen, things are no wonder the frequency's high.
And I'm thinking about getting the Stormtrooper. I'm going to stay with the Blazer. Love the Blazer. I think I'm going to get the Stormtrooper one where it's all blacked out, all bone white. It's going to be hard. Let's stand for Chevrolet.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Looking to update your relaxation game? Check out Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest with the top brands of massage chairs like Infinity and Osaki. Located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road, experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the wellness doc, the creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit at www.massagechairhouse.com or scan the QR code. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
Real quick before we get back into it, I think we got our top 5 for next week already. Danny G in the Woodward Sports Chat, top 5 products made by children.
Yeah, I don't see what could go wrong.
I mean, I already know my 1, 2, and 3 off the top of my head. It's going to be Jordans, a cup of lemonade, and iPhones.
What could go wrong?
And then baby mamas is 4. Because I'm a fan of the baby mamas. They need some loving, and they really appreciate it.
Spencer.
It's true, and you can't be a baby mama unless you have a kid. So
is he feeling himself too much this morning, D-Mac?
D-Mac agrees with me.
No, it's good. Let him go. Let him go. It's more.
Is he approaching too high of a level though?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I haven't even begun to peak, Neil.
Woodward Sports Chat thread. Jump into there.
That's that Mad Packs.
Oh, yeah.
Spenny was cutting Mad Packs promos before the show.
Hey, Spenny, how Michigan State baseball do last night?
We don't like to talk about that.
Why? What happened?
I sent him the clip.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to play it though.
No.
He wants to go E&E on it. He's gonna pretend it didn't happen. So there you go. That's it, right? Bottom of the 8th. Fly ball. Gonna get out of the inning. Oh no!
You just dropped it?
He dropped it right off his fucking glove.
That's brutal.
Cornhuskers score, tie the game, and you know how that always works out. Who's better, Michigan State baseball or football?
Baseball.
All right, that's all I wanted to say.
For sure, baseball. It's not close.
Woodward Sports Chat thread. Jason Adams. Tesla seemed so chill and mature in that interview with the St. Browns. I've heard it's good. I do have to go check that out.
Here, let me see if I can grab a clip from it if they posted one.
There's a bunch on our Twitter, Spenny.
Bet.
Oh, is there? Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, the social team's in there like swimwear. Come on.
Are they? All right. In the super chat, Jake, Big D Energy thoughts on the Tigers not having a prop for the home run celebrations. It is kind of lame, but not as lame as that pizza was getting. Is that fair, D-Mac?
Do we want celebrations, him switching from quarterback to wide receiver, or which one of those two?
Oh, we don't have to have it right now.
All right, I'll grab them
Yeah.
both.
Maybe I'll give it a listen, and if there's something cool, then we'll
do it tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Your thoughts, D-Mac, on the Tigers not having a prop for home run celebration? Remember how they had the Little Caesars pizza thing on a stick?
And then they had the Red Wing stuff before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in the dugout?
Yeah.
You know what? They've matured, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I like little gimmicks and
I do
stuff
too.
to get together.
The Atlanta Braves had the big hat that they would put on.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
last year was last year the pizza or last year was
Last year was the pizza spear.
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
year before was scoring the goal.
Yeah, they should do the slap shot.
Maybe we should do a Lions thing or something.
Lions thing.
or
Yeah.
a Pistons thing.
I like the. I forget what
Maybe
team
somebody.
it was. The
Hey,
shopping
maybe
cart.
our boy Nick down there who covers Woodward baseball, or he's our baseball guy. Maybe Nick. Maybe ask some of the fellas,
Tell me
some
to
of
do a
the
mini
some
hoop.
of the yard birds.
hoop
I mean,
would be
Riley
sweet.
Green last night.
Yeah.
Could have been celebrating. Maybe they bring something back. I don't know.
Mini hoop dunks would be sweet.
Yeah,
That's a good
mini
idea,
hoop
Justin.
Would be dope.
But that's an easy way to roll the ankle
Oh,
in
dude,
the dugout.
you know what
Don't
would
want
be
that
cool?
to
Remember
happen.
the ones that sit on the shoulders?
Yeah.
So, like, whoever's backup catcher, pitcher's not playing, they just sit there with the hoop, whatever, come in.
Oh yeah, dunk it on him.
Just
Yeah.
dunk it on them, yeah.
I like the. I forget what team had it. The shopping cart where they jump in the shopping cart and push them through the dugout.
That was Boston.
That was it. Boston.
Yeah.
That one was good.
I don't know. I love Seattle's with the trident.
The
They got a
trident's
huge
sweet.
trident
Yeah.
that they hoist before going in the dugout.
Robert Closia, the councilman. When I was both in college and a marketing major while in law school, I interned for a bunch of different capacities: marketing, media, law, for the San Diego Sockers. Well, the Sockers, man, they just love that free labor, I guess. Woodward Sports Chatter at CL Smooth. Great. Now I can't watch on my iPhone or my iPad. I'll just have to watch on my 86-inch TV. Thanks, Phil. Our chat's elite, man. They are absolutely so much cooler than the E&E chat. Aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know, but I would assume they were. All right, Tigers get the win last night, and again, D-Mac, like it just Scooble lived a double life yesterday. He was Scooble, and then all of a sudden he got touched up a little bit, couldn't get through the fifth inning, and then the bullpen. And I heard chatter around town this morning, and I told you guys, like, I'll listen to the flagship in the early morning when I get up. And, like, they were discussing about, are you concerned about the bullpen? Which I didn't understand. Because, like, look, is Tyler Holton the lockdown pitcher that he has been the last 2 years? No, but it's still in there somewhere. The moral of the story is that the bullpen did exactly what the bullpen does, right? One run, they come in. One run, they hold on, they lock it down. Was it interesting for a minute? I know that we have to do this again because we're just getting comfortable. We're kind of new money in baseball again. Is that fair to say? Kind of like new money Lions fans. We're new money in baseball. D-Mac, were you aware that not every bullpen, as a matter of fact, no bullpens in the majors come into a game in the sixth inning and go 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 0, 0, 0, all 3 strikeouts times 4 innings. You know that doesn't happen? Like, guys get on base. It's weird like that.
Yeah, it's how you and it's different now with the 3 batter rule.
Right.
Right, where a lot of times the guy can't find the plate or whatever, he's hung out to dry for 3 pitches. So that's changed the way that they've used guys. So you got to sort of be careful. So that's why the asset of the Detroit Tigers bullpen, for the most part, because of how they're used and how they can be counted on at different times. So, and a lot of times, I mean, how many times you don't see it early in the season, and we're not even halfway there and stuff like this. But just go to the the third quarter, the first quarter after the All-Star game when teams are making the moves. Dude, they managers misuse their bullpens or throw their arms out. They've even done it this year. You said that. What did Boston do?
Right.
When they were in here, you got to know how to work your bullpen or how to use them or when to say, wave the white flag. Right? Like, this game's done. There's 162.
Live
we got to live to fight another day. Wasn't live to fight another day putting Cy Young Naito in there? Putting your backup catcher, right? That just got
100%.
sent down. So, I mean, it's knowing your team. But for the most part, no. I mean, would you say that that brings up a question, Neil? Are bullpens, for the most part, more hittable in today's game than, say, 10 years ago? Does it seem that way?
No, it seems that way because they pitch more innings. And going back to what I said, because here in the chat, IT Hip said, where was it? How can you not understand, Neil, the bullpen's given up runs in every game since the Red Sox series? Well, again.
Yeah, but they pitch, and to your point, they're pitching half the game.
Right.
Instead of pitching 2 innings like back in the day, or 1 inning, or where starters went the duration, for the most part back that far ago, but even to the fact where you don't use a setup guy and a closer, right? Setup guy and a closer. Now you got, the average is 3 out of the pen and maybe 4? I mean, what's that? That's what I'd say. What's the average of arms you're using per game and either after the starter?
A lot.
Yeah.
The average is a lot.
The average is probably 3.5.
And I'll go back to it too, like where if you wanted to break this down even, Tyler Holton, who's bad, right? That's what people IT Hips, I'll ask you, like, is Tyler Holton bad to you? ERA still under 4.
Yeah, no, he's struggling a little bit, but he's not bad.
But Jesus, he's going to give up a run, man. That
I'm not worried about the long relief. The bullpen, you look at Tommy Kahnle and Will Vest have been lights out all year.
Correct.
They are 2 of the best relievers in
Kahnle
in
got
the league.
touched up one time.
And he gave up a run once.
Yeah.
But last night we saw him close down the club, as you like to say.
Yeah.
Bo Brisky getting back, him shaking the rust off. He'll be back very soon. Back to full form very soon. Tyler Holton, he's given up a little bit, but I'm confident that he'll be back sooner rather than later to maybe not what he was last year as a guy that was getting
Cy Young
votes. Yeah, but he's going to be a very competent long relief guy. I'm confident.
And he's their weapon.
Yeah.
Like, Tyler Holton's the guy that AJ leans on, man, all the time. He absolutely does. And why would you not? Again, Cy Young votes last year. I'm taking up for the bullpen here, man, because I'm starting to hear that chirping right now. Well, at the trade deadline, we got to go get this guy from L.A. or this guy from Oakland. Based on what, man? What are you not happy with? They're on pace to win over 100 games. The bullpen's fine.
Yeah.
The bullpen's fine. For
Absolutely.
real. I don't want to hear that shit.
This is the spoils of success. You've got to nitpick something when the team is, I don't know, the best team in the major leagues. You have to pick at something that they're not happy with. And the bullpen giving up, 3 runs in close games over the past couple days is what they're going to look at, I guess. I don't know.
Rack in the chat. Good to see Rack in there.
Brevia, I'm not worried. I didn't expect anything.
He's the new Kenta.
Yeah. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah.
But like I said, Bo Brisky will be back into peak form pretty soon. He's still knocking off the rust a little bit. I expect Holton to pick it up a little bit, and Will Vest and Tommy Kahnle have been fantastic. So, no, I'm not worried about the bullpen.
Rack says, look at some of the situations the bullpen is coming into, too. No, Rack, and that's it. Again, you're coming in the 6th inning in these games, where your starter goes 8 pitches a couple games ago when it's a bullpen day. Guys.
And maybe that's what they do at the deadline. Maybe they move some of these prospects. Maybe they move, we've talked about Parker Meadows, Matt Vierling, Wenzel Perez, all these guys coming back. Where are they going to fit them? Maybe they move a Wenzel Perez and a prospect for a lockdown bullpen arm.
And certainly that could be the case. But again, if you look at it, right, Hannafy, Herter, Vest, Holton, Kahnle are all, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 innings, give or take a couple. A little bit north of 100 innings. They've given up 28 runs in those 100 innings.
That's pretty good.
Over 100 innings, 105 innings technically. They're fine. For real, they're fine.
They are fine.
It's wild to me, man. It's absolutely wild. All right, let's take the break. I do want to get back on it with Riley Green, by the way. I do want to talk about him when we come back. Planet Fitness just left there a little bit ago, was getting it in heavy. We're getting Spenny, the run times are getting up there, man. Like we're flying on that treadmill now, and you can do that at Planet Fitness because there's an army of treadmills out there. Tons of weights if that's your thing. The stretch zones, a 30-minute circuit, all of it. When it's all done, they have a clean locker room. You go take a shower, go on about your day. It's what I do every single day. That I'm here at Woodward Sports for the most part. And again, they're everywhere. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit. A Black Card membership where you get access to everything, no questions asked. Any Planet Fitness in the world is just $24.99 a month. It's less than $1 a day, everybody. Think of the dumb stuff we spend money on. I think we can fit $24.99 a month in for a Planet Fitness membership. And again, wherever you are, there's a Planet Fitness. Pull in the parking lot, join there. Stop on the way home. Wherever you want to do it, go to planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well. Oh.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday here on Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that I trusted for 4 Stanley Cups. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com. Call 248-426-9944.
All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, Young Justin in the building, Spencer Raxter, intern Simeon in the house as well. All of you in the chat, click the like button. You're here. It's open, so may as well go ahead and go for that. But IT Hip says this year Holton's really been struggling. He let up a run in the last 4 out of 5 games. And the game he didn't let up a run, he let up 2 hits and then got pulled. IT Hips, I'm willing to ride out with the guy that got Cy Young votes last year.
Yeah, if you guys are giving up on Holton, whatever. I mean, come on, guys.
That's where I am with that. All right. So again, just kind of checking in on the Tigers, and we got some line stuff that we're going to get to. We talked about it, but Riley Green again, mashing the baseball. Remember when people said he should be sent down to the minors, D-Mac? Those were fun times, wasn't it? Remember that?
Hey, it answers the question we said about the All-Stars yesterday, and, you know, if you had to choose between Torque and Riley, I think I'd go probably Riley's more apt to.
Riley's going insane right now.
Yeah.
Here's what Riley's been doing over his past 7. Like, it's crazy because that's what Aaron Judge has been doing all year.
Our Orioles king.
Literally, he is Orioles, and that's okay. But, yeah.
I see a lot of aura when I look down at these stats.
In his last 7, he's got 12 hits, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's batting .424. He's got almost 1,300 OPS. The guy is swinging one of the hottest sticks in baseball, man. It's awesome to see him playing like this.
Well, and
it's got a season averages are climbing up fast.
And this is the theme of what I'm talking about, like with the bullpen's weak crowd. It's the same thing with Riley Green. You know Spencer Torkelson that everybody's celebrating? He doesn't have more home runs than Riley Green. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way it is. Riley Green's OPS is higher. He's hitting almost 50 points higher in his batting average. Like
that over 20 and a half home runs for Riley Green's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Got about 4 units on that bad boy.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to get real aggressive, you could take a unit.
Double down?
Try to middle it.
Oh, yeah. See what it is.
See what the under is right now? Probably be about 25
I don't
and
hedge.
a half.
I'm not a hedge guy. I'm all in. I've never hedged in my life. That's a true story.
Really?
Yeah, I'm all in. I ride with mine. If it doesn't look good, I'll cash it out before I hedge.
Okay.
That's how I live. I live on the edge.
I live on the edge. All right, I like it. No, but D-Mac, the moral of the story is what I'm driving at. This is a long process, everybody. We're in May. And I know because here's an idea about the weather. Maybe the sun come out. Like, try that. Like, let's get the sun out here. Maybe get into the 60s. Like, we're almost to June, everybody. What is the deal with this weather?
Yeah, this does suck. I think last weekend kind of tickled our balls a little bit with what summer was going to be, and now it's May. It's spring.
How about the sun come out, though? How about we try it?
Yeah, we're supposed to have flowers, right? It's April showers bring May flowers. We're not supposed to have May showers. What flowers do those bring?
I saw my breath when I got out of the car this morning.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
Swear to God. Swear to God.
No, you
Swear to God, Spenny. Swear to God.
That's crazy.
Because I looked at it in the window. I was like, is this real? And it was.
What time was it? Like 7?
No, like when I pulled up
No,
here.
no.
Swear to God. I'll go outside right now and show you.
It's not that cold.
I'll go outside right now and show you.
It was not that cold.
I got shorts on.
Yeah, but that doesn't. You wear shorts in winter.
Put the
50
camera
degrees.
All right.
50 feels like 43.
50 feels like, and like I said, it's kind of the wait, Neil. Oh, I was gonna send him a V-Mix, but last weekend gave us the taste of summer because it's 80 degrees.
No, I mean, are we talking of whether this weather's bullshit or not? It's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, you want.
How about no? You know what isn't talked about, right? How many of those tornado alarms went off the other night?
Yeah.
Right. Like everybody, yours were going off center line.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Mine were going off.
I'm surprised we didn't lose power. We lose
I can't
power
believe
all the
I
time.
played the next morning, golf the next morning like 9 a.m. and I couldn't believe how it wasn't as affected as I thought it should have been.
Would you golf today, D-Mac? Would you golf today?
If it wasn't raining?
Yeah. Muggy like
right
this,
now, like if I by choice, no, but I'll probably still go hit balls.
Okay, that's fair.
Like
It's too windy now.
It's too okay.
Oh, that
even
was
worse.
never
It's too
not.
windy for the breath. Like, what do we do? Can we have a day where it's just sunny and there's not 30-mile-an-hour winds and it's just like 72? I'm not even asking for 80. Like, just give me something. Something.
Oh,
Let's
dude,
see
I'd
the
be
next
happy
sunny
with
day.
65. No, the wind is worse than the rain.
Neil, we're not supposed to have a sunny day until Thursday next week. Today's supposed to rain. Tomorrow's supposed to rain. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all cloudy. Thursday, Friday. Next weekend's supposed to be sunny.
What are the temps though? Spen?
Next week.
Next week.
Cloudy and
we do 54, 54. Hot. These are the highs. 54, 61, 62.
Next week?
Yeah. Monday.
No,
next
you guys love it.
Monday next week, high is 65.
Shit, I might have to
Tuesday,
go-
high is 67. So we're creeping up. And then it's supposed to rain on Wednesday. But then Thursday and Friday, highs of 70 plus with sun.
Oh, it's only a week away.
Only a week away. Maybe. We know how weather likes to stay the same. That is a history track record. That how it was predicted last week is exactly how it's going to be.
Absolutely. DNC ENT, we capped off the 85-degree day with statewide tornadoes. Why can't it just be nice? Like, and you don't need tornadoes or death storm.
Hey, did the sirens go off up at the castle
Yes,
the other
they
night?
did.
Yeah, they were not. They were going off everywhere.
Everywhere. Like that. Is that too much to ask for, dude?
Yeah.
But is that so? I guess the question is, if that obviously the sacrifice for nice days is to have a night full.
But we're
of
not
tornadoes.
having any of the nice days.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah.
we did, and then the tornadoes came. So
Yeah.
I mean, be prepared for nice days. If is that the trade-off
Seen
now?
some better days before.
DNC,
The weather's effed up everywhere.
The weather is effed up everywhere.
DNC
The world's
ENT,
ending.
meteorologist 6.
Maybe it's the actual meteor. Has anybody done a meteor check? That could be affecting. I don't know how that works, but there's a meteor that's closing in on Earth. It's got like a 3% crash percentage with the Earth, which is the highest there's been one in a while. Me and Easy have been doing updates. We've also been doing updates on the escaped convicts out of Louisiana.
Where
Have
do
you
we
seen
stand?
that? I think 7 are now in custody. Our guy's still out there.
The Michigan
Oh, you
guy?
guys drafted?
We did a draft. soon to find out that they're all murderers, pretty much. So maybe not the best pool of people to draft.
Sounds like a heavyweights sort of. So you're asking for forgiveness.
Asking for forgiveness. Our guy's still out there. Chris's guy got apprehended last night at like 1 a.m.
Are they getting apprehended
in
the
Louisiana?
same area?
One guy was sleeping on a bench at a bus stop. Like, come on, man. The other guy,
What?
Yeah, he got caught sleeping on a bench at the bus stop.
A federal fugitive
sleeping on a
escaped from prison
government bench.
Is sleeping on a government bench.
And one of the other guys, the first thing he did was go home and put on his best clothes. So, I mean, they're criminals, so you got to think they're not the smartest guys as well. But our guy's still on the run. Me and Easy gave him a pretty good track record because he shares a lot of resemblances to a stud. So, like, if he just went deep and pretended to be a stud, then he'd probably stay undercover for a while. But hopefully they all get caught because we did find out that the majority of them are murderers. So that's tough. But they did put
well, what did you think, Spenny?
They literally did Prison Break. Like, have you seen the show Prison Break?
I'm aware of
They
it.
escaped the same way they do in that movie where they dug a tunnel behind the toilet in one of their cells. And they wrote on the wall.
Like Shawshank?
Yes. They wrote on the wall, LOL, too easy, after they left.
I give them credit for that.
Somebody said in the heavyweight set, they left their calling card like a cat burglar.
Like they were the Penguin from Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is pretty funny. Steve O'Baby. All right, we're getting off track.
We only got 1 minute left in the segment. So
we do?
Yeah.
Matthew Kruger, he brings it back on track. So, Neil, what's the deal? The last 3 years I've been hearing about Jace Young being a god. When he gets here, he's going to save us. And after 40-some games, he's back in AAA.
4A.
Well, somebody's got to go. Like, you have a limited roster. We'll talk about that
And
he's
not an MLB player. He's a 4A guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that next. We got the bad Young.
Yes, we did.
Just
like the bad Alcantara.
Just like the bad Alcantaras.
There's 7 Alcantaras in MLB. All of them are cold, and we got the one.
We got to find a Smith.
Yeah.
Our day's coming.
Yeah,
we're going to get a Smith.
Yeah.
All right, let's take the break. Let's recalibrate and get it back on the tracks. All right, tell them about Jars.
Jars Cannabis.
Oh, me. Sorry. All right, Woodward sports fans, whether you're hitting a game or simply just chilling, Jars Cannabis, they've always got you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest lineup of rec cannabis products. They've got over 30 locations across the state, repping Michigan in a big way. 9 locations are right in Metro Detroit, so there's always one nearby. Just visit the one in Chesterfield off of Gratiot yesterday. But if you're in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, get ready. New stores are coming your way soon. Go to jarscannabis.com to see where you can get your favorite product today. Ask for Darren McCarty brand. It is there.
Oh. How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Book, the official sports book of Woodward Sports. And right now you can scan the QR code on the screen above my head, download the Caesar Sportsbook app, and using the promo code Woodward1000, make your first all the way up to $1,000. That way, if you make your first bet, if your first bet loses, you'll get it back as a free bonus bet. Again, all the way up to $1,000. Now, the Tigers have won 13 of 15. So if you've been betting on them, you haven't been losing, so you don't have to worry about the free bonus bet. But if you did need to worry about it, use the promo code Woodward1000 when you make that first deposit. Bet up to $1,000. If you lose, you get it back as a free bonus bet. It's Caesars, everybody. One of the OGs of the sports betting game. They got all the markets. The app is clean. It moves. Again, it's Caesars. I don't know what else to say. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, we are back at it.
Power Neck update. He just shot me a text.
Yeah, what'd he say?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
First of all, this is a banger. In the background, this is one of my songs. We got a lot of songs. I was at my boy's house, and his brother is from California who made the beats for all these.
Yeah.
We might remaster them and put them out there. But Power Neck said, LMFAO, miss you, Spenny. I'll send you guys a pic. He's currently in Louisiana playing arena football.
No kidding.
Hell yeah. We're big fans of the Arena Football League on this show, Power Neck.
What team?
I don't know.
Find out now.
Yeah, that is our new
Yeah.
arena football team.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, we gotta get Power Neck jerseys.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta get Power Neck jerseys.
Send
Can we
us
get
the logo.
Power Neck as
Find
his
out what the
last name,
team is
too?
and pop the logo up there.
Yeah. We have to find out. We absolutely have to find out.
I'm telling him, I said, hell yeah, brother, keep grinding. What team? They're now the official Arena Football League of Woodward Sports.
Much like the Birmingham Groves Junior Varsity Green team is the official junior varsity baseball team of Big D Energy.
And we have a rodeo guy.
And yep, absolutely.
We got to get jerseys. We got to get Power Neck jerseys. I got to ask him what number he is. We can make them if we have to. But
I think we got to do it.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I'm for sure getting a Power Neck jersey.
Dirty Dr. D, they are the Voodoo, right? That was back in the AFL days, the New Orleans Voodoo. Shout out Andy Kelly was the quarterback. Came here to play quarterback.
Power Neck's a good dude, man.
100%. I'm a big fan of that guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Steve Wilds, I wonder if Neil's wife has to serve cheese with his wine every day. Steve,
He's a bourbon guy.
Yeah, Steve, is this acceptable to you? Like, is this spring? Is this fun? Do you enjoy this? Are you looking forward to the weekend?
I was supposed to golf this weekend.
I'm playing Friday, and I don't care. And I'll go DMAC on it. If it's cold, I don't care. I'm playing.
It's going to be 54. I'll be out there.
I'm supposed to play Sunday.
Put a hat on.
So hopefully it doesn't rain.
I'm playing. I don't care. I'm playing and I'm drinking.
I lit it up last night.
Yeah, I'm playing and
I
I'm drinking.
haven't been out yet. I haven't gotten around it yet. Busy.
Nitty gritty. J-Mo will be the first ever NFL player to win a national championship, a Super Bowl, and a gold medal for flag football. We'll talk about the flag football thing later on in the week.
Let the kids handle it. I'm not putting an NFL player in Olympic flag football.
I would agree with
chance,
that,
dude.
But you know, old Justin Jefferson's dying to get on that team. You hear him? You hear? Of course he is.
I mean,
of course he is.
Okay, I respect that. I would want to win a gold medal too. You know how
Benny,
I feel.
you want to see Justin Jefferson?
I would love to see.
I would love to see Justin
Jefferson.
I'd love to see
representing.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, me too. But
I wouldn't.
No, I don't want to see Jameson Williams. I'd love to see other NFL stars, but not Detroit Lions players.
Fair enough. You're right.
Yeah, don't need any ACLs in the.
Of course, old Justin Jefferson wants it.
But isn't that something they could do? Well, I guess not. I was going to say when they retired, but.
Mike Willett.
Hell yeah, put Adrian Peterson out there. He'd still dog walk people.
Mike Willett, on May 3rd, I bought a Tigers ALCS ticket for plus 800. It's now plus 375. Yesterday's prices are not today's prices. No, I'm in with you, man. I definitely agree with you. They got it popping. John Effing Lord, let's all remember Green passed 50 at bats before getting hot. Yeah. The streets are full of stories like that, man.
Wasn't it Carrera's a perennial slow starter?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, some guys are. It's just like true pros get to their level. I was never worried about Riley Green.
No.
You know, Torkelson, that meter moves back and forth, and it's in sort of a comfortable warm zone because he's still swinging the bat well, but Javi's one of them. And I think that's more of the question of the team, right, is that where are your concerns, but you have to watch because some guys, like handling throughout the season, handle that whole prosperity. Riley Green's proven it. Being an all-star before, he's going to be an all-star again.
Steve says, bring Power Neck home. Bring him home. Speaking of the Tigers, by the way, Javi Baez is 1 for his last 19, and they still win. So, I'm just reading you off the page, everybody, so just calm down. It's 1 for his last 19. So if it can happen to Javi, the people's champion, it can happen to Riley Green, right? Like he can go through a funk?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
So all right, this is a mouthful here. The team that Power Neck plays for is the Shreveport Rougarou.
Okay.
Shreveport
Rougarou. He says he doesn't have any recent pictures. He'll get some next game. So shout out to the Shreveport Rougarou, the official arena football team of Big D Energy.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Power Neck.
Members of the National Arena League, as a matter of fact. So there you have it. We got to find a clip. No doubt.
Yes. Yeah, he said he'll send me some pictures in the next game.
Dope. I definitely want to see those. Yeah, they're actually an expansion team. Scheduled to begin play for the 2025 season, obviously based in Shreveport. They will play their games at Hirsch Memorial Coliseum. It's a 10,000-seat multi-purpose arena in Shreveport. So I'll be locked
I found
in.
him on the roster. He's freaking huge now. Holy crap.
Dude.
6'1", 235.
Screenshot his profile and send it to me.
Yeah.
He does not have a picture, though.
Oh, never mind that.
That's what I was looking for.
Damn.
Game changer.
We're
No
getting,
doubt.
what number is he? 56? 52? 57?
He's not picked a number yet.
Oh, I hope he gets 56. That's a cool number.
Oh, 56.
Yeah.
At the LB.
Oh, yeah.
56 is taken already
Damn.
by an offensive lineman.
Wow, son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, they do it different.
Maybe he'll get 20-something. I like linebackers that wear 20, too. I think that's pretty cool. Like 21 for a linebacker.
Let me see here.
The logo is sick.
Is it, dude?
It's nasty.
Oh,
dude.
man. The
They're
Ruger
burgundy and gray, too.
Burgundy
Yeah.
gray. Oh, we're definitely getting
Send the
jerseys.
logo to Spenny.
Yeah, send me the
I'll
logo.
send the logo to you, Spenny.
The Rugeroo, bro.
The Carolina Cobras. They
Okay.
were back in the AFL back in the day too. They were in the league, but they suspended operations last year, so they are out. They have secured a television contract with Right Now TV, a multicast network with over-the-air affiliates, and so yeah, we'll get all that together.
Is there more than one Arena Football League?
Yeah, there's a couple
League?
of them.
Oh, there is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. So yeah, can't wait for that. Where were we? Oh yeah, the Tigers. But anyway, the moral of the story is they go for another series win today.
Oh, dude. Logo is fire, bro. What?
Freddie Felt 313 Neil. I'm working in Milwaukee all week. I took a half day today to see a Brewers game. Only $58 to sit behind home plate. This is what happens when the Orioles are in town. I put them in the coffin, man. It's over for them. They're there.
Oh, nice.
That is pretty dope.
That
yeah.
is sweet, dude.
Rougarou?
The Rugeroo. I think it's a mythical. It might. Is it real? Is that a real thing or is it a fake thing?
It looks like a werewolf.
Yeah, that's what I think it's some kind of.
That's probably, in Cajun, that's probably what a Rougarou is, werewolf.
Could be, yeah. Dude, and he's in Louisiana? Hell yeah, dude. Good shit, Power
Chris
Mac.
in the chat. Neil guarantees the Lions victory over Washington. Loss. Neil says the Red Wings are making the playoffs. They fall apart. Neil wears a Javi jersey. Greatest comeback in sports history over the Rule curse. Well, I mean, I know, because I was the only one in America that said the Lions would win.
That
the
is
only
true.
one. You heard it here first and here only.
Wow, Ryan got some good pictures of all of us for these top 5 lists.
Yeah?
Hey, breaking news.
Yes.
The tush push
Oh, yeah.
will still be allowed.
Still allowed? Let's
Yeah,
go!
will remain alive after proposed ban did not receive enough votes.
Good shit.
Pushy the tushy.
Because you know how many touchdowns the Lions got? Not from tush pushing, but from tush pushing. Like not lining up and doing it, but Penei Sewell
doing
pushing
it the Philly
David Montgomery
tush
into
push,
the
but
end zone.
Being,
Yeah.
let's run it in, dogs.
Remember when David Montgomery got picked up and pushed forward for 10 yards? Like we would have lost out on stuff like that too. If they're going to do it, I want them to amend the rule and have it be like you can't push a player behind the line of scrimmage or something like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't care about that. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like you got to do it on your own.
Yeah.
You know?
It has to be beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yes. Woodward Sports chat thread, get into there. All right, let's do this then. Top 5 humans. We'll
Top
take
5
a break
humans.
and we'll
Hold
come
on,
back.
I have one thing for Spenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Rougarou is a mythical creature from the Cajun folklore,
Yeah.
essentially a werewolf that
Yeah.
haunts the swamps of Louisiana.
There we go, D-Mac. What are we talking about? I'm pretty sure there's Rougarou.
Give me 5 of those.
I'm pretty sure there's Rougarou in Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's where I heard it
Yeah.
before. Yeah. Hanging out. I'm going to go back and check it out.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I knew it wasn't a real monster.
Dante 151 said it was 2 votes short. Wow.
Damn. So
Because
yeah.
usually when these owners do a vote, here's a little known secret. I actually caught this from listening to David Sampson's podcast. Usually when they do a vote, they do it, and if it's like really, really close, like if it fails like that, then they'll do it again. And they do it again, and then nobody votes for it, so they can go to the media and say we had a unanimous vote.
Yeah.
No. because they want to seem like they're always alive.
Yeah. It's probably, like I said, they'll probably amend it, make a little bit of change, and then it'll pass next year.
Yep. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's John effing Lord, who's the new guy? That's intern Simeon, by the way. He'll be with us over the summer. He goes
Introduce yourself, intern Simeon.
Yeah, intern Simeon. Tell the people what they want to know.
I'm Simeon from Mizzou. That's all they got to know.
He goes to college at Mizzou. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all they got to know.
All right, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, Rook.
That's all they got to know.
Okay, Rook.
Fuck it.
Aggressive. All right, let's take the break. When we come back, we will do
Top 5.
Top 5 humans. Can't wait for it. Where are we going? The socials.
Let me tell you about socials. If you want the best Detroit sports content constantly pumped into your devices, make sure you are following Woodward Sports on all social media platforms, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, or Twitch. At Woodward Sports on all of those platforms, we'll give you the best content imaginable. So make sure you go give Woodward Sports a follow on all social media platforms.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Here for Woodward merch, go to shop.woodwardsports.com. We got the all-new shirt designs in there. Get your Lion stuff. Get your Tiger stuff, man. You're going to be going to the ballpark all year long. So go ahead and load up. Shop.woodwardsports. Get the Boot 'Em Kid shirt. We sell them all the time, everybody. I see them around town. It's actually pretty funny. Go to shop.woodwardsports.com today.
Their Power Neck update.
Yeah.
He just texted me. He is playing arena football in Louisiana. He said the goal here is to play these last 2 games and go into the CFL, and then he'll be back to NFL training camp. He'll keep up posted and checking in, man. Tell everyone I said hello.
Absolutely.
Can I give you a fun Power Neck story real quick?
Yes, absolutely. Please.
So last August, my wedding, Spencer came to it, had a great time.
Great time.
Good times. I needed somebody to help me out with the bounce house company, right? And those bounce houses weigh about 300 pounds. And you got to fold them and roll them a certain way. Otherwise, they're like handling a sloppy fat chick from Tiki Bob's. Like, it's just out of control.
Well, we've all done it before.
We've all, like, you manage.
Yes.
Right?
You find a way.
So Power Neck, I'm like, dude, can you help me out this weekend? Because everybody, like my boys were all up north, and he's like, okay, I'll help you out. The way this dude was able to carry those bounce, like he just folded them in 4s and then like dragged them like an ogre. Like it is insane.
All in dead bodies.
Oh, it was insane. Like I came back, they were soaking wet. They weighed like 500 pounds, and he was manhandling them like they were just a wet tablecloth. Absolutely insane.
He's Power Neck.
It blows my mind because I roll these things up weekly, and I'm like, damn, these things. But he was just like, no, everything was fine. I get back, and they're just literally folded in half.
That's Power Neck.
Dude is ungodly strong. Ungodly strong.
Absolutely.
That's good. We're gonna watch some Rouge people around that arena.
We need the president of the Michigan Sports Society to kind of give Brad Holmes a nudge and say, hey, give the kid a camp invite.
Give him a look.
Give him a look. Dan Campbell guy.
No, you know what though? I do give him a lot of credit because remember he sat there and he's like, this is my plan.
Yep.
This is what I want to do. I want to get drafted in the CFL. He didn't. So what'd he do?
Pivot.
goes to Louisiana to play arena football. I'm going to play these games in Louisiana. Then I'm going to go to the CFL and catch on in the CFL somewhere.
Yep.
Like, I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit.
Just got to
dude.
keep grinding, bro.
Okay, that avenue didn't work. Okay, what's another way to get it, dude? Because he will outlast people. That's all you have to do is just outlast people. You know how many broadcasters, like, I graduated with, dude, that are better broadcasters than me? Mm-hmm. A couple. Not a lot. But I'm here, they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I called U9 soccer games at Ultimate Soccer Arena.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
You got to do it.
You got to do it, dude. Like, that's props to him, man. Nobody is rooting harder for that guy than me. I love his story. I love his attitude, and I do. I hope he makes it.
Doesn't Justin kind of look like that logo we saw yesterday? Like, remember the clam catcher logo?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't Justin kind of look like the clam catcher logo?
Oyster catcher?
Yeah.
Put it up.
Oh, let me
if you guys missed the show yesterday, we started talking about the what was the team?
The Oyster Catchers. They're Baltimore's I think single A affiliate.
Baltimore single A affiliate. Their alter logo is the Oyster Catchers. Reaction, by the way, to Simeon from Mizzou. John effing Lord, LMAO. Okay, rookie. Shad, Mizzou Sim. Something along that, or something along that. Dull Spoon, the new guy's got aura. So there it is. Like there are fans out there.
Feeling about Big Bo.
Yeah, no, there are fans out there. You guys ready? John effing Lord, Power Neck, next Michigan Panther. No, we definitely got to make that. We definitely got to make that happen. All right, we ready to rock?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, all right. We're doing the side by side or the fade in.
Yeah, I'm doing the side by side.
The side by side. All right, young Justin.
Is there a certain pose that would make me look like?
No, just stay right where you are. I'm doing the finishing touches on this right now, and it's gonna be amazing. I gotta do it on the other one. Yeah.
All right, he's getting it lined up. I can't wait. This better be good, Spenny.
It's gonna be good
because I hope you didn't oversell it.
No.
The Chesapeake Oyster Catchers, also known as the Chesapeake Bay Sox Oyster Catchers. So there you go. Yeah, great logo, by the way. Great logo.
Oh man,
absolutely.
I still can't believe that's their logo.
That's so good, dude.
That's criminal.
That's absolutely wild. All right, you guys ready to rock?
Yep.
Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 humans, more of a positive type list. Spencer, why is it a top 5 list?
Because it's half as boring as a top 10 list.
There you go. All right, let's rock, everybody. Spencer Raxter, your top 5 humans.
My top 5 humans. I have an honorable mention of Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet, he just seems like such a chill dude. Every interview I see from him, super chill, loves Lil B. Obviously, he's Lisan Al-Gaib, but he was obviously rooting for the Knicks against the Pistons, so that's why he bumped off. He's on my honorable mention for now. At number 5, I got Will Bynum. Now listen, okay?
Bynamite.
Now listen, okay. A little bit of insurance fraud from Will Bynum, you know, that we like to see past those things. Just remember for what he did on the court for the Pistons. Will Bynum, electric, man. He's got that in and out. He's got a nasty sham god, and he'll poke on somebody, dude. Will Bynum used to get up. So I got Will Bynum at number 5. At number 4, I got Maz. Because, I mean, what am I doing, Maz? My text threads with Maz, all of my Instagram group chats with Maz are just absolutely electric.
Maz on horse racing, the
Maz
Preakness.
on horse racing, it's so good. At number 3, I have D-Mac. Obviously, you know, one of the greatest men I've ever met in my entire life. Everybody knows that.
Props.
D-Mac lives his life how I dream to live my life, to just do whatever I want, whenever I want, and get paid for all of it. Like, it's fucking awesome. Number 2, I got J-Dog, JC himself, Jesus Christ. You know, this guy is...
Shout out JC.
Shout out JC. Like,
holding it down.
Literally, you know, you read the Bible, and the thing you take away from Jesus's exploits are he was a chill-ass dude, man. He just liked everybody, was nice to everybody, helped out anybody that needed it.
Just wanted a comfortable pair of sandals.
Just wanted some sandals. He's a carpenter.
That was it.
You know, he's a hardworking guy.
Yeah.
So shout out to JC, got him at number 2. And then at number 1, I have the GOAT, the legend, the greatest creator of fiction in the God-given world. Ichiro Oda, he is the author and the creator of One Piece. The man is an absolute legend. He is already one of the top 7 highest-selling authors in the history of mankind.
But not more than Jesus.
Not more than Jesus. Yeah, that's, that. Like I said, greatest story ever told. Is it the Bible or is it One Piece? That's what it comes down to.
And that's
there
the
is
difference.
Nothing else.
That
in
answers
between.
your questions in the chat, by the way.
Yes.
So that answers your question.
I got Ichiro Oda at number 1. That's my GOAT.
So a couple of reactions to your Spenny.
Yes.
Steve Wild says, "Is that your grinder photo?"
That is not my grinder photo. No.
Should it be?
I believe I was in high school in that picture. So you guys watch how you're talking about me.
Should it be?
Could be. I mean, that definitely pulled. Men find me desirable. It's not my fault.
Sam Reynolds, a.k.a. Sam Flannel. How TF is anyone's top favorite human, Will Bynum?
Hey, wait, Flannel, you watch your mouth, all right?
Yeah.
Will the Thrill was electric. Love that guy. And like I said, a little insurance fraud, we can see past that. Is the NBA insurance he is defrauding? They can pay the guy.
Yep. So that is it. Shad216, the One Piece is the Bible.
Yes.
That's probably fair. Who's going to follow that? That's going to be you, Young Justin?
Yes, it will be.
Young Justin, your top 5 humans.
Very young
Top 5
Justin.
humans. So honorable mention is my sister Megan. She's had a couple rough performances lately, which has got her bumped off the list.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Unfortunately.
There's a lot of recency bias in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. No doubt about that. Number 5, Placido Polanco. Shout out the GOAT. Just my personal GOAT, not the greatest of all time, but
He was one of the greatest 2 strike hitters of all time.
Placido
Yes, he
Polanco
was.
had a giant head, too, so I respect
Spenny,
him for that.
Spenny rides with him. Size 8 hat.
Yes, big head.
so back when, the Tigers used to have a cool kids club and you would run onto the field and get an autograph from a player and talk to him while they warmed up. I got to do that with Placido Polanco when I was 8 years old. It made my life. It was one of the coolest moments of my life. And he was just such a nice guy, genuine guy, pure guy. Deserves a spot on the list. Number 4, Darren Helm.
Shout out. Shout out.
He
Albert.
gave me a stick when I was 10 years old at a Red Wings practice when I went with my hockey team. And that just made him my favorite player for life. He was just so nice. And he plays the game the right way. And that matters to me.
Great.
Number 3.
I would that's a good one. When you say Helmer or whatever and you put him on your list, you concur.
You
check
sign
that
off?
out.
All right.
Absolutely. Great guy.
D-Mac approved.
Hey, with the DMAC approval, this might be my best top 5 list ever.
That definitely helps.
Kool-Aid
Well, it
is
wasn't
number
hard.
3. I have never met a more pure
Kool-Aid
soul
was close to making mine.
than
Kool-Aid
than
is such a
Kool-Aid.
good human.
I've never met someone who is so nice, so kind, so giving than Kool-Aid. So number 3. Number 2, my girlfriend Madison. She can't claim the top spot yet. That belongs to my mom and dad. They have been putting on some great performances lately.
I gotta throw a flag here. Justin. I'm sorry. I understand it's mom and dad, but this isn't a fucking top 6 list, Justin. This is top 5, and the point of top 5, hard decisions have to be made. Hard decisions have to be made. You gotta pick one, dude.
Pick one.
Absolutely.
Pick one. Who's off the list then?
Sorry, Kool-Aid.
Oh, okay.
He kept Placido on there and bumped Kool-Aid. Okay.
That's fair. Dude, listen, Madison would have been so far gone.
Yeah.
That comes courtesy of Detroit Dabber. Number 1 is 2 people disqualified.
Yes.
Boy Dabber. Right on.
Yes.
Some reaction to Young Justin's list. Robert Colosia, Justin needs to make sure, where's the spot for your dad's credit card on the list, Young Justin?
Number 1,
Number 1, yeah.
Number
All right,
1.
so who else is off?
Well, that's not a person. That's an inanimate object.
That is true.
Okay. All right. Just
where's Jeeves? Is Jeeves on the list? or Henrietta or whoever was what was her name? What's
Easy.
her name, Justin?
Wait a minute. We have some controversy. Easy in the chat.
Oh shit!
He took the black guy off.
Did take the black guy off, Justin. And he skipped a couple dudes to take him off too.
Sam Flannel. This is big here along Woodward lines. I'll keep the same energy for Justin. How TF is anyone's top 5 human? Darren Helm. D-Mac signed off on
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
If that's his list, it's his list.
Yeah, and Flannel,
He's got bigger issues
Flannel,
than
you chill
Helmer.
on Will the Thrill and Helmer. All right, those are two legends. I almost put Don Kelly on my list too.
You
but
had to put an athlete on the list.
Yeah.
I think that's a given, and I feel like that hopefully will be a trend on everyone's list. But I feel like one athlete had to make it just because of
I almost put Don Kelly on my list, but I had to put JC in there.
that would have put it chat
Both
duel.
acceptable.
Both acceptable.
In the super chat, by the way, John Wick, hail to the Commanders. The Bull Run will run through the NFC East for the next 5 to 8 years. Get used to talking about stuff like this all next season.
He said the same thing yesterday. Did he pay for it again?
Yeah, he did, which is fine. That's the way it works, man. John Wick, look, we lost to the Commanders. There's nothing we can say about it. Now, to say the Bull is going to run through there, you did get drilled and they put 55 on you. Cool it down a little bit, thinking that you're on that level, bro.
Hey, John
Cool
Wick,
it
I'll
down.
bet you $100 that the Lions beat the Commanders this year. Right now.
Damn.
We await your response, John Wick. We await your response.
And Kool-Aid's a riser. He's got a chance to break this top 5 if we ever do it again. So.
Well, Mike G says black guys always die first in most horror movies anyway.
That is true.
So that is true.
D-Mac's list.
D-Mac,
Oh,
your
me.
top 5 humans, please.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's intense. Playoff look right there, baby.
I never knew that stat. 7 of 20 career playoff goals against Patrick Waugh.
Ownership. That's called ownership
That's
right there.
insane stat.
Isn't that
Did you
great?
even know that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, and because I count them, I think I got like 13 all time against Patrick Waugh. Listen, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Great goalie. Bad glove. In my opinion. So some guy
If you go by
he's
the
got to
stats.
live with that I own him too. That's the thing. That's why karma's real. Anyways, number 5. Yeah, as much as it disparages me that they're one of the salt of the earth people, and personally whatever else with my relationship, but just the type of dude he is, they don't get much better than Chris Draper. So
Absolutely.
Nails goes to number 5. Number 4, The Godfather. And all my crossings.
Sorry,
and
Drapes.
All
Great
my
pick.
Drapes gets 5. He's lucky. He's just happy he made the list.
Yeah.
Right. Number 4, Tommy Chong. Call him The Godfather. Probably run across him once a year, whatever like that. And for that hour or whatever is just like the knowledge, and it's Zen. Like he's like a living Buddha.
I bet.
Right. It's
wanna meet
just
Tommy.
awesome. Number 3, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right.
Great
Spenny.
pick. Great pick.
Spenny, you want to live like me?
Yeah.
I want to be Stone Cold.
Absolutely.
I'll always, ever, whatever else.
You guys know I'm not a big wrestling fan. I always love Stone Cold. That's my guy.
Stone Cold's the GOAT, bro. And
and
that,
Triple H
from
were my
back in the
guys.
day, I've been running around throwing stunners for 30 years, 20 years, whatever. Number two and 1 are sort of and number 1, JC, obviously, Jesus Christ,
Yep.
is first because the reason that I'm here, but they've talked about 2 people that saved my life. Number 2 gave me, and I always tell people that you can't do it for somebody else. Because if you're going to do it, you do it for your kids or anything else. So you got to do it for you. But what Cheryl McCarty showed me was that I deserve to love myself, right? And so that's where it started with her, one of the first people that deserved to love myself, and led the way by JC. So, yeah, great list.
Beautiful.
It's my
Very
list.
well said, man.
Very well
So
said.
that, that's my list.
Art Vandelay, Claude Lemieux has Darren at number 3 on his list. Can we confirm that?
Absolutely, right? Because we're to make him more of a human being.
It pissed me off that I liked Claude Lemieux after
No,
I met
it
him.
shouldn't, Spenny, because that's
That's life.
Look how long it took, and you
Yeah.
know what? If you can learn I tell a story all along, dude. When Mo Sider was drafted, I'm looking, okay, Germany's the new Sweden. Oh, who's this kid? And I look and I see his agents. Claude Lemieux, it hit me like a ton of bricks that something needed to be done, and already. So the only, to my point, me being where I'm at now, I've done the work.
Yeah.
Claude Lemieux, to get you to like him or to respect him or understand,
Did the
he's
work.
he's done the work. Now, if you're on the ice with that guy today and you turn your back, you're an idiot
Yeah,
still.
for sure.
But off the ice, I'll turn my back. So, yes, Betty, it's one of those things that I never thought I would.
Yeah.
right? And I would have I would have lost. I mean, I've lost a lot of money, but I would have lost a lot more money betting on that one.
This all right.
That would have sabotaged the get right forever.
Forever, absolutely. All right, last, maybe least, I don't know. My top 5 humans list. Number Lens. Takes the liberties, man.
This is great.
He takes
What
the
is
liberties.
that?
That's a picture of Neil and his wife, but he put the
No, that's my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he put the baby filter on the
No.
pictures, too.
It's me and my sister when we were young. He just puts the
ponytail.
Where does he find this?
Up social media, man.
Yeah. He hunts on Facebook.
Yeah. All right, number 5, Alexander the Great. His name is the Great.
The Great? Yeah, that is a very good point.
Like, who am I?
And he conquered a vast majority of the modern world at that point.
And no one's been the great other than Ovi.
You're right.
Since then, other than the greatest goal scorer of all time.
For like, just to say, I almost put Genghis Khan on my list because of how much he conquered, but like the murder of children and women and stuff, I was like, I gotta keep him off there.
No,
right,
but
you're already on
he
probation.
He pretty much conquered the world.
No, but that's good self-awareness because of already doing the list of the escapees and then figuring it out. So you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Number 4, Panay Sewell. He rescued our organization
Rock solid.
that we all love. And again, like, he made it. I told you guys this. Me with my Lions fandom was a lot like seeing your parole officer.
Yeah.
Like, I would show up, check in. Lions games were fun until 1, and then you'd serve your time, and then you'd go home. Panay Sewell changed all that to me. So props to Panay Sewell. Number 3, Isaac Newton. Can you imagine being the guy that, like, found gravity?
Yeah.
Like, discovered gravity?
And, like, discovered he
did the basis of everything.
I watched a video of, like, how he discovered gravity and then made, like, some kind of mathematics to equate it to. Like, he just found it. He was just like, oh, okay, yeah, if you do this and then you do this, it works out.
It's wild.
Insane.
It's absolutely
But also,
wild.
like, was he kind of just like, yeah, if you drop something, it falls. Like,
well, okay, so what?
If you don't move something, it doesn't move. Like,
well, then he's a master marketer.
That's true.
Either
too.
way,
Either
you got to
way.
respect the resume,
like Helen
man.
Keller.
I'm not saying that's like that.
I personally don't believe in Helen Keller. Either she was lying or they were all lying to her, because who let her fly a plane? But same kind of deal.
Same kind of deal. Number 2, Darren McCarty. And the reason is because he's one of those dudes, if you ask something, if you need something, it's always yes. It's never not been yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the kind of dude that he is. And it's not even for the hockey stuff. The hockey stuff is ancillary to it. Like, it's the kind of dude that he is.
One of the greatest humans I've ever met.
Absolutely. He is about you. In a conversation, he is about you. It's that and just a lot of respect for his life and the trajectory of his life and what he went through and came out on the other side of it, and here he is right now. And he's open about it. That's the biggest thing for me. And I've told him this before, obviously. Like, he is open about it and will talk to you about it. Even through the cautionary tales, even through all of it, he is an open book about it, literally and figuratively. And I have a ton of respect for the dude, man. Not even the hockey stuff. The hockey stuff's got nothing to do with it, for real. It's D-Mac the guy. I love being on the golf course with the man and just don't talk about sports. We talk about golf or other shit or stuff like that. So, legit, number 2 is Darren McCarty, the man that is Darren McCarty, for sure. And
boys, thank you.
100%.
Of course.
Like, people should live life the way you live life and treat people the way you treat people.
Hell yeah.
The world would be a far better place, man.
Well, then
far better place.
Then here's the lesson too: is all you can control is lead your own example. So hopefully, if it's an inspiration, whether it is to pick yourself back up when you've fallen down, because
your hockey stuff isn't my inspiration.
No. And it shouldn't be.
The bad time is the inspiration.
100%. And I think because we all as human beings can relate in some part. And that's, and I can laugh about it now. But, I touch a lot of different fields and a lot of different struggles and a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So all I want, and to the point being, is that's more important, is the legacy you lead as a human being, and hopefully I inspire other people, to be just be kind.
You inspired me.
Thank you, Spenny.
And that's what it is.
All,
man.
That's all it is. So,
Man,
and when I say
5.
I'm a battery and you guys are my power, the people are my power, you fuel that battery for me to continue going, because I'm no different than anybody else. It's to take the flowers, but it's when I hear you guys talk like that, and yes, it's great, but it's also I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
Because you're giving me feedback to what the feedback that I want in the actions that I'm doing. I'll tell you once and show you twice, and that's the only way that this sort of happens.
D-Mac, you are different than a lot of other people. You are, because and it's not.
And that's why I say please don't compare me to the rest of them.
No, you are different than other people because you stood up in front of everybody and said this has got to change.
Yeah,
and you changed it. Yeah. And you stood up in front of everybody, and all the bad shit that was going on around that time, you stood in front of it and looked it in the eye.
The people
Nobody does that, man. Nobody does.
The people want a hug between you two. You guys gonna hug it out?
I'm all. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I give him the fist. We're all wired up.
Hey, dude, we only hug on birdies, bud.
That's fair.
Yeah,
birdies,
now that we do.
Birdies and eagles.
Let that putter get hot at the Detroit
Oh
Sports
my
Media
God!
outing again.
You want to see celebrations and us going on? I am the biggest hype man for this guy too. On the green.
No, absolutely.
I can attest.
Yes, but and then number one, my wife.
My wife.
Kind of similar to the D-Mac stuff, man. Yeah. Like, there aren't a lot of people, like, we were married when I was trying to get this career going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There aren't a lot of people that would have said, then go do that. When I told her, I'm like, I want to do this. I know I can do this. She said, well, then go do that. And, I had to, tell you a story. Like, I delivered pizza, so I was 29, 30 years old, to make this go. But, she didn't hesitate for a second.
Yes.
So that's what it is. Those are my top 5.
Just an extremely
Get
wholesome
yourself a
top
ride or
5.
die.
Yeah.
Extremely wholesome top 5, and we do have an extra one to kind of keep the good vibes going. It was made by Ryan Lentz himself.
Whoa.
It is his top 5, but it's not his top 5 humans. It's his top 5 hottest guys. So Ryan's top 5 hottest guys. His honorable mention is Griffin Lackey. Shout out to our guy Griffin, dude. He's in Chicago. He's doing his thing. Miss you, Griffin. He was a sales guy here at Woodward Sports. He's a stallion. Can't debate that. At number 5, he's got Levi Ackerman. Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Captain Levi, one of the most ferocious and intimidating anime characters ever. And okay, so real little side point here. Ryan really likes twink sad boys, so you will see that on his list. His type is the twink sad boy, and obviously you follow a twink sad boy from Attack on Titan in Levi Ackerman with probably the biggest twink sad boy of all time, Hayden Christensen, aka Anakin Skywalker. So shout out to him. And then number 3, he's got Wentworth Miller. I believe that is
Prison Break.
Yeah. So Wentworth Miller out of Prison Break. You probably know him as Michael Schofield. At number 2, he's got Timothy Chalamet. The guy. I mean, what can you say? Timmy's on the top of the world right now.
Dude, which Kardashian?
Kylie Jenner. Yeah, he's got. So I saw somebody say that Timothy Chalamet is really Lisan Al-Gaib. He's got 2 California-raised baddies sitting courtside cheering for the Knicks right now because Kendall and Kylie Jenner were wearing Knicks gear next to him. So Timothy Chalamet at the top of the world right now. And then Dansby Swanson is at number 1 of Ryan's top 5 hottest guys list. So, yeah, he's got a type.
Weak finish.
Dude, here's the deal. If you got a top 5 hottest guys list, and I don't care who you are, Brad Pitt has residency.
Thank you.
He
Neil.
has absolute residency.
I was fighting the good fight. I said, Ryan, you got to put Brad Pitt Fight Club or Brad Pitt Troy in that
or
list.
Ocean's 11.
Or
anything where he doesn't have a buzz cut.
He likes the long hair.
Yeah.
So I said Brad Pitt Troy. I showed him the picture. He was like, whoa, okay. But he didn't put him in there.
That's heresy.
It is
heresy. You cannot have and I don't care if you're man, woman, alien being, whatever you are. If you're being objective, and you're saying this is a top 5 hottest guys list, Brad Pitt's on that list. I don't care.
Brad Pitt has to be on the list.
I don't care.
He is objectively
the hottest man in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, man.
Brad Pitt's got to be on the list.
Sorry. He does. End of story, man.
And he's my probably my favorite actor of all time. It's top 3.
He is good.
It's him, Leo, and Samuel L. Jackson are my top 3.
He was the best in Ocean's 11.
His role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, flawless. Fury, flawless. Inglourious Bastards. Aldo the Apache is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I love that. I love that character so much.
Woodward Sports chat thread. This is interesting. The punters. Girls like him, but I don't get it.
Who, Brad Pitt?
I hope he's not talking about Brad Pitt.
I think he's talking about Timothy Chalamet, which go watch some Timmy Chalamet interviews. That guy is a legend.
Doughboy Steve brings up a good point. Matthew McConaughey.
Good-looking man. Ryan's young, though.
Yeah,
McConaughey and Brad Pitt might be a little too old for Ryan.
Yeah, but you got to be...
Like I said, Troy, Brad Pitt, come on.
Sorry. All right. I have a Lions thing that we need to talk about when we come back. Sandy Dorton, Sam Hewen. My wife likes Sam Hewen, like, uncomfortably a lot.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Outlander. I forget what else he's on.
Yeah, Outlander. I watch shows on the treadmill at the gym, and I watch a bunch of different shows when I'm on the treadmill. I was watching Outlander for a little bit, and then realized it's just basically softcore porn.
Correct.
And so I was like, I can't watch this in public. Like, what the fuck? I got this 70-year-old lady next to me, and Jamie's banging the. Like, I was like, yeah, okay, I gotta turn this off. Watch something else.
Where we're going here, Mark White?
Yeah, we'll do Mark White and Lady Jane's. Then we'll come back to Mad
Pax and Buddies.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Let's run it.
All right. Let me tell you about Mark White. Mark White can get you into your dream home today, and he can save you up to $5,000 when doing and visit him at markwhitesells.com or call him at 248-290-8242. Mark White will get you into your dream home today. D-Mac, what about Lady Jane's?
Absolutely, guys. Let's be honest. We like simple stuff like gimmies on the golf course. We like uncomplicated like Lady Jane's haircuts for men. You walk in, you sign in. Before you know it, you're handsome and clean. Lady Jane's open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Why? It's wicked awesome.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
D-Mac here to talk to you about Mad Pax. Mad Pax is the hottest new cannabis brand, and they are partnering with Woodward Sports. Products launching on May 30th, 2025. Mad Pax is going to take your game to the next level. High Low is getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Live resin infused tarantula. This one's the bomb. Blizzard Packs THCA. Moon rocks that hit like a blizzard. Coming to select retailers on May 30th in a few weeks. Stay tuned with Woodward Sports Network for all the latest updates.
All right, keep it
real
pushing.
quick.
Yes.
Another Power Neck update, and this one, Justin, you better be listening. He says definitely need a pic of you boating, man. It's gonna be a spenny boat party. So Justin, we gotta get on the boat, dude.
Make it happen.
You're my only rich friend with a boat.
Well,
do your job.
Off air.
Do your job.
I will do my job.
That's what rich friends are for.
That's right, 100%.
You're gonna have to come up north, but
hey, I love going up north.
Some reaction in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Danny G. Brad Pitt is definitely top 5. I think it's definitely a no doubter. He also said Brad Pitt's only gotten hotter with age.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Brad Pitt is a fantastic actor. Like, I don't want that to be washed away in the slaw of his hotness. Like, he is a fantastic actor.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Speaking of that, I just had one about Brad Pitt. My apologies, I lost who it was, but it might have been Stick, as a matter of fact. Brad Pitt's best movie work was Moneyball.
Oh yeah.
I liked him best in Ocean's 11.
I like Inglourious Bastards, but like listen to these movies. Fury too. I'd mentioned that. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he was amazing. When he beams when he's tripping acid and he beams the girl with the can of dog food, dude, that's one of my favorite scenes ever. She walks in his house, he just whips it right at her face. Oh, dude, great scene.
Woodward Sports Chat through Robert Colosia. Brad Pitt's new F1, or as Neil says, Formula 1 movie comes out next month, and it's going to be wild. They let him shoot during the F1 practices, and he had a garage at every race last year.
Yeah, no, that movie looks sick.
Formula 1.
It'd be like Top Gun, but with car racing. All right, D-Mac.
We got Brad Pitt insider information though, Neil.
From who?
From the intern.
Oh, as a matter of fact, that's right. Intern Simeon. We have a Brad Pitt update.
Well, that's
Intern Simeon that goes to Missouri, by the way.
Move the mic a little bit towards the wall. Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
That's Missouri grad. We build them different down there. That's how we do it.
Brad Pitt, Missouri Tiger.
That's our guy.
Okay.
That's our guy.
Wow,
Intern Simeon stepping in.
Represent.
Okay. I got my eye on you, Intern Simeon. I got my eye on you. All right.
That's good lineage.
Gosh darn.
Brad
Hey,
Pitt,
anybody?
SEC guy, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, anybody else detect tone?
Yeah.
Is that a young Neil?
We're still
in the
feeling it
making?
out,
Oh
right?
my God!
We're still feeling it.
I knew
I
liked
felt
Brad
that
Pitt
tone
for a
right
reason.
there.
I knew I liked Brad Pitt for a reason
Okay.
more than his acting skills. He's not some Hollywood, California raised guy. He's an SEC man.
100%.
Okay. All right.
Though it was Big
That
12.
was Big 8 days, man.
Big 8, yeah, Big 8
days.
when he was
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh, we're the real men.
Even better.
That was an elite logo, the
Yeah.
Big 8 logo. Look it up if you ever get a chance. Mike G, Intern Simeon, could Mizzou beat Michigan?
In what? Football?
Yeah.
Yeah, this year, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. See him in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
All right. Intern Simeon's laying it down, man.
Shout
He's
out.
coming in here fireballing.
Standing on
He said
business.
9 words,
He
but he's
stands on
let off
business.
3 fireballs.
10 toes down.
He's like one of Spenny's anime characters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's about action.
Spenny asked the question, is conference finals week the best week in sports?
My personal favorite. When the NBA and the NHL have both conference finals matchups going, I think there's electric play every single night, multiple games every single night. I think it's the best week in sports.
Now, I guess this goes to how your fandom is, because I love the first round.
Yeah.
Because there's game. The intensity, like what I love now, is like every night there's the one game you can dial into, and you know the teams for the most part, right, are exciting to watch. So I guess Spenny, because
it's the best of the best.
It's the best of the best. It's either or. I'm more look forward to, like, this sort of like comes. I don't like appreciate we're always going to get here, but that first, to me, NHL playoffs first round when there's like 4 games on at the same time. There's nothing like that. But
see, I'm actually going to disagree. I think that those are great weeks in sports, but I just don't think it has the depth that the new semifinal, the college football playoff week, and the first round of NFL wildcard weekend. I mean, I just think that week just is so much more deeper if you just look across the board. I love hockey to death. I really
they're
do.
kissing up to the football guys, hockey guy.
Yeah.
You're a hockey
that's
guy.
true.
Doesn't
Here's
appreciate
kind
it.
of my angle on this.
Bring that up on your Woodward Wing show.
I will.
Please do.
Here's my angle on this, and
Heresy.
you know there's
Hard
always
enough.
an angle.
Hard enough to promote
Yeah.
a game that's not even the 4th watch sport, and he says he loves it, and yet he's just gonna tell us his
Sucking
true,
up to the evil empire.
It's not the time to tell me your true feelings,
Yeah.
kid. I need a little kayfabe around
You
here.
should watch Andor. Justin would be on the wrong side of Andor with that kind of talk. He's sucking up to the evil empire right there.
Oh my God, I'm gonna. You know what, Spenny? I might have to. I'm gonna go.
You don't sow the seeds of rebellion, Justin. You just fall in line to the empire's doing.
Like everybody else.
Yeah.
What side did Daddy's credit card fall?
Yeah.
Oh,
We know his motives. No, but
do you
D-Mac, here's my take on this. And I think that it's going to come out this way. I think that we're hypocrites. And you know that that's usually my take on everything. And I say we the people. We're hypocrites because I'm with you, Spenny. Like, the conference finals week are very cool because of what's on the line, and you get a game every day.
Every day.
Every day. I'm with you.
Multiple games.
Multiple games every day, and it's great. If you like hockey and basketball, it's a great time. But here's the deal, D-Mac, and I think this is going to come up, and this will probably make an appearance in a Sports Business Nickel package on a Friday. The ratings, I bet, are going to be, for NBA for the Western Conference, I bet the ratings aren't going to be very good. And I bet they're not going to be very good for Panthers Hurricanes. And the reason why is because there's no juice. There's no juice with we have to be told what we like. Like people, they'll be celebrating the Knicks and the Knicks TV ratings will pop, and then Oklahoma City and Minnesota will lag behind. And we say, what do we say we want all that? We want new blood. We don't like the same teams. We don't like the big market teams. Bullshit. Yes, you do, because it's all you'll watch.
It's what sells.
It's what sells, guys. And you're going to see this. I'm willing to bet that the ratings for Thunder, Timberwolves, which is going to be the better basketball of the two series.
Absolutely.
Not even close. If you haven't...
Well, I don't know. I think the better basketball, better level, higher level, yes. But I think Knicks...
Well, it'll be closer, but that doesn't mean that it's better.
That's true.
And that's a trap everybody falls into. But SGA, D-Mac, for those that don't know, and there are a lot that don't know, and they're probably going to learn, because Oklahoma City's going to win this championship.
Yeah, they are.
They are. And SGA is going to become an overnight sensation that's been around for a while. But the ratings are going to suck for it. Because we like what we're told to like, D-Mac. That's how we are. We're undefeated in that. So again, you're going to be disappointed.
It makes
with
total sense because the drama, the storyline is the Knicks and the Pacers and in the basketball, because it's going to be the Knicks finally got back there and it's going to be such a battle, and you got Brunson and Halliburton and stuff like that. But everybody forgets sort of the West, out of sight, out of mind. It's the same sort of thing. And it's sort of like the Carolina thing. There's always like, is that what the OKC thing is, or more so the Minnesota in basketball? People just don't, sort of dial it in because because when you say that Dallas Edmonton series, I would expect in hockey to fire a good rating as far as hockey goes.
Well, because you have the Canada, because all of Canada will watch,
right?
And Dallas is a bigger market. I don't know how they take to hockey there. It seems like,
but how electric's that series?
Oh yeah,
is the Dallas Edmonton series the OKC Minnesota series, and is it going to be that electric?
I think as far as like, because you have the star power, right?
Right.
Because SGA is probably the best. I will always contend Jokic is the best player in the game, but I won't kill you if you say SGA is. But with that being said, like that's the most Connor McDavid that's left in this thing for basketball is SGA, but people aren't going to watch it, man. They're just not.
Is SGA is he on everybody's list if you're not a basketball guy? Like this is his coming out party for
correct.
Last year was really, but this is the
No, but I mean for us
he's
casuals.
He's become one of the best players in the league over the past 2
because
years.
now after they win, the shoe's going to drop.
He's going to be the MVP this year. What happened is SGA, I think, should have won the MVP last year, but they gave it to Jokic. I think Jokic should have won it this year, but they're going to give it to SGA.
Right. And just like Embiid got one, that was really Jokic.
Just like Steve Nash has a couple that.
God dang, they treat Jokic like Nick Lidstrom.
100%.
Honestly,
that's a great comp, by the way.
Yes.
Although
comp.
I just saw like him with a picture of him and his 7 Norris trophies, but like legitimately, he probably should have won 11.
Should have won 11.
Well, he should have won a league MVP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Absolutely.
Like multiple league MVPs.
That might be a good list. Most slept on superstars ever.
Yeah. Because I still think Jokic is on that list. Lidstrom would definitely be on that list.
Yeah.
There are a ton, man.
Nick Lidstrom's arguably the greatest hockey player of all time.
Yeah, like I mean it's
well, that's what's crazy about it.
Is Fedorov on there too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for my rankings, like I get a lot of crap all the time because I think Sergei Fedorov's the greatest Red Wing to ever play, top to bottom, and I think Nick Lidstrom's the second greatest Red Wing to ever play. Like I think that for real.
See, I would go.
I'm going Gordy, Nick, Steve.
I mean, if you go strictly like stats, duration, cut, whatever, it's Nick.
Yeah.
It's Nick.
I can't kill you on that.
And then you're gonna for duration and what it like. That's where time comes in to certain because then it goes like Stevie Sergey Gordy or Gordy Stevie Sergey.
Yep.
Whatever your flavor is. Yeah.
But honestly, if you broke it down and stepped away and look at Nick Lidstrom's body of work because he's got the 4 cups, which only Gordy, and I'm not gonna hate you if you watch Gordie Howe growing up and you've seen him live and stuff.
And he wears number 5, which is that's aura, like.
But the
you guys are taking this
the bigger question is in my age. Right, where legitimately Nick Lidstrom's the greatest Red Wing, and then Stevie or Sergey.
He's the greatest Red Wing of my generation, and it's not even close.
Tom Cruise is on Pat McAfee right now. Like, look at this setup that they got for Tom.
Making him look so big.
They have titanium fiber internet lines for their video chat.
Yeah, that is very clear.
Like you know.
They made him look so big too. He's so zoomed in next to Pat.
They did, as a matter of fact.
Even though he's like 5'4".
But yeah. All right. Late for the break.
All right, we'll do Buddies and then come back to White Claw.
Okay, perfect. Buddies Pizza, everybody. Detroit institution. They are the creators of Detroit-style pizza. A lot of chains are selling it. Buddies are the one that created it. They've been in the game since 1946. There's over 20 Buddies locations in and around the Metro Detroit area. If you're going downtown for a concert, game, event, pull up on Buddies on Broadway. It's across the street from Comerica Park. As a matter of fact, you get that delicious-looking pizza. But it's not just pizza at Buddies. They got great salad, great soups, too. Underrated soup place, Buddies is. I stand on that.
Yep.
And if you want to order it for dinner tonight, go to BuddiesPizza.com, use the promo code 10meal, and save 10% off your entire order. So, guys, order it up for the fam, man. You get 10% off. BuddiesPizza.com, promo code 10meal. Buddies Pizza, the original Detroit-style pizza since 1946.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule here for the White Claw Tigers Watch Party Tour. That's right, our guys, the heavyweights will be doing it. They're going on a tour of the best Detroit bars in the game. Join Woodward Sports as we hit McShane's Pub, Nemo's Bar, Second Best, and the Old Miami as well. Be part of the fun and see our reactions live on Woodward Sports Network to one of the hottest teams in baseball. It's the White Claw Watch Party. Spencer and Easy, Friday, May 23rd, will be the first watch party at McShane's Irish Pub in Corktown. Brought to you by Easttown Distributors and our good friends at Venn Johnson Law. All right, we're coming down the stretch already. Tough to believe, but here we are, as a matter of fact. We were just talking about Red Wings free agents. I'm going to save the Lions stuff for tomorrow because I think it's very, very good. Lions were voted most likely division champion to not repeat. I want to give it its due time. But D-Mac, you've had time now to digest this Mitch Marner mania, this Mitch Marner free agency mania for the Red Wings. Young Justin and I just got in a discussion about free agency. I'm out for the kind of money that he's going to command. I just don't think that there's a good return on that investment. Is it Mitch Marner or bust in free agency?
No.
Okay, thank you.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Spenny wrote the question.
No, okay, but no, it can't be. I mean, obviously the price. If okay, for the crowd, that if you add Mitch Marner, does he make you a playoff team? Yeah,
absolutely.
But are you? So is that what you want? Then we're going to be sitting here with the contract or whatever like this, because I don't believe, right? Myself, now I don't know what the hierarchy believes, but I don't believe he's the guy that gets you a Stanley Cup. Now, if you're going to sign him to appease everybody and because you believe that as an organization, well, then I'll go with it, right? Change the scenery, this and that, the talent, all this other stuff, but no, price point or whatever, and just track record, I don't think that, this is a time for that. I think there's other guys out there to add the money that would make you a better team. But, I mean, like his talent's there and his regular season and all that stuff, it's just, you're no, it's to answer your question, absolutely not.
Would you like him on the Red Wings, though? It's not or bust, but would you want him?
How does it fit in?
7 years.
What I would like,
million.
Spenny, is that it gets you better.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the bottom line, it doesn't matter. You could add Connor McDavid until you solve your goaltending issue and your penalty killing issue, stuff like that.
Marner plays on the PK.
Yeah, Marner plays on the PK.
Well, there you go. So is that the biggest difference? I mean, here's the question.
You're going to need more.
Have they been thinking about it? Was it always going to come to this? The guy I would take off their team, whatever at the contract is Nylander.
Yeah.
I think Nylander over here with the Swedes and stuff, like that's the guy that I like. But again, Marner's treat of the week. But why would he come here to build and to do what he's been doing in Toronto? If he's going anywhere for money, he's going where a tax break. He's going for and he's going to go jump. He's going to go jump on somebody that's closer to being there.
Carolina is the one that we looked at. They got 30
Now,
million.
are they going to pay? So they had the Rantanen.
Yeah.
And we saw how they filtered that through. Are they going to commit? So are they?
That's so weird that they traded Rantanen.
Well, he wasn't
Well,
going to
it was
resign.
always to me. It always seemed like just. I think it was smart because I always think it was just
he wanted out.
It was just a stop.
Yeah.
They use that to filter through.
We're going to go through this with the Tigers. This exact same thing with Tarek Skubal, and I demand that they don't trade him.
That's fair.
I demand it because
Carolina they'd have a much better chance against Florida if they had Mikko Rantanen.
100%. You see what I'm saying here? What did they get for him? Do you remember? Was it a couple draft picks?
Sure, yeah.
They got two very good young players.
Okay.
And one is one of their best players right now, Svechnikov.
Yeah.
He's playing out of his mind.
Yeah, so I mean, because I demand the Tigers do not trade him, even if they're not re-signing him. I don't care because this is our two kicks at the World Series in my mind. So that's why I think it's weird.
I'm with Flannel on this one. Flannel in the Woodward Sports Chat says it's not Marner or bust. He just doesn't agree with people who actively don't want Mitch Marner. I agree with that because I want Mitch Marner on this team. He's a 100-point scorer.
There's a point with the contract where you hit where you just got to say no. Like once it gets over $14 million, that you got to exit the club. Like if a team's really willing to give up that much money to pay Mitch Marner, that $14 million is better off being split between two of the other, A- level free agents that aren't the 100-point scorer, but still very good hockey players like the Provovs, the Ryan Lindgrens of the world, the Ryan Donatos, like all these guys who can be top 6 forwards for your team, but they aren't going to cost you that much money.
Yeah, it's just that's why. What is the impact? How did Austin Matthews impact this? His points. You know what I'm saying?
His points. I mean,
is he going to be a 100-point?
Yes, he would
guy
be,
here.
Yes.
Based on what?
Based on Alex DeBrincat. He could. Alex DeBrincat would be up around 40 goals if Mitch Marner was on his line.
No doubt.
And Marco Kasper would be at. We say the Marco Kasper DeBrincat Marner line is what we would want to see. Kasper would be 25 plus. DeBrincat would be 35 plus, and Marner would be at 100 points.
Okay, so they would be Toronto's first line.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what he's a superstar.
Can you finish it off?
That's what it would have to be. You couldn't just add Marner and then, all right, you're good. Because you do need some toughness. And I do believe that MBN, if he's brought here next year, has that toughness. But he's still a year away at least, I think. I think Carter Mazer will have that toughness when he's healthy, but you would like to see them add somebody else as well. And that's where you look at the Lindgren or other guy. You can add another guy. Like, it's not just you sign Mitch Marner and then you're done. You can add another guy. So we'll see.
And if you do get Marner, you're going to have to bring someone else who's big to play in your top 6 because your top 6 is brutally small.
Yes.
If you have Marner there, you need to bring in someone who.
So how does that change the discussion? Because we get the same talking points all the time, D-Mac. They're not tough enough. The Panthers would literally, Spenny, your words, would literally beat the piss out of the Red Wings.
They would.
In a playoff.
They would physically kill them.
Which I agree with.
Yeah.
You know, which I do. That clip, man, about them talking about it, like, pass up getting the puck and pound their defense.
Yeah.
Like, don't go get the puck. Hit their defense because it's going 7 games.
That's what it would be.
That's wild, man.
Like Justin said, you would have to get another guy in that top 6, a bigger guy, which you have the money to do and you would be able to feasibly do. But Edvinsson and Sider, it would be on them to listen. You're going to be playing playoff hockey. You're going to have to be throwing that shit around.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I believe Mo Sider is built for playoff hockey. Like, he's going to crush some people in the playoffs.
Yes.
I believe Carter Mazer is a playoff forward that Red Wings fans will love because he grinds, he's physical, he hits, and he can play, and he can give you some offense.
You're getting adding legs on the parlay, though, Spenny.
I mean, this is what it is. This is what Steve Yzerman is building. These are the players he has here for this reason.
You're going to have to hit the parlay in the next 2 years.
Just like MBN, I think he is a playoff forward that the Red Wings fans are going to love to see when he's out there. So, yeah, you got to have your young guys get playoff experience. I'm not, like Flannel said, it's not Marner or bust, but adamantly saying you don't want a 100-point scorer on your team is silly. When you have the money to feasibly do it, and you're one of the few teams that does.
Woodward Sports chat thread, super chat, by the way, Burn, there's a 0% chance we sign Skubal after these seasons. Someone will drop the economy of a small country to take him.
Absolutely. It's going to be
why trade
the
for
Yankees.
No, and I don't, and like, look, Burn, like, and I don't want him to trade it. Because I think that they're in a World Series window right now. This year and next year is a World Series window. I don't think they can win a World Series without Skubal. I do not think that. And these are the 2 years we have him. And I through the advice of Spenny, D-Mac, and some of my big baseball fan friends, my Alavila chat group, I'm starting to mentally wrap my head around the fact that we are a farm team for bigger market clubs. And I have to do that. And the quicker I do that, the better my life will be. So, on the flip side of that coin, they better not trade him.
Yep.
They better not trade him, because just go all in then, and whatever all in is to you. Joe in the chat. No one has won a cup yet with a player getting paid over $10 million per year for perspective. Yeah, but Joe, that will probably end this year, and if it doesn't, it will certainly end next year. And that's
definitely going to end this year because it's going to be Dallas or Edmonton.
Because you're in a salary cap in the top, where they tell you can only pay your top guys this much money. Now it's gone up.
It's
now
going
you're
up.
getting $12 million.
And I think doesn't Florida have a $10 million, a couple $10 million? Is that one of those technicalities where they're
it is.
Oh,
like retained salary and.
Okay.
But yeah.
You need
so do the Oilers.
You need $10 million dudes on your roster.
The Stars do not, though.
Rantanen's not 10
No,
plus
Rantanen's
million?
deal kicks in next
year.
year.
Next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and then they're also going to be paying. They have to pay Ottinger this offseason too, so they're about to be heavy on the books.
Thomas Perry, is it considered? Is Marner?
Barkov makes $10 million a year.
$10 million flat.
Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk makes $9.5.
Okay. Thomas Perry, is Marner considered mania on the streets, though? I'm cool with Marner, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, like I said, it's reasonable to expect it. You're in the conversation. You got $24 million in cap space.
And every insider in their right mind is putting them in at least the top 5, if not the top 3 landing spots for Marner of every list I've seen.
So, yeah. It's not like it's just out of nowhere. Let's go to break real quick.
Let's do it real quick.
Tell us about Loom, D-Mac.
Absolutely. You already know Loom Cannabis Company, but did you know that they have all the brands you love now for less with the unbeatable prices, a wider selection, and the best loyalty program? Loom is a premier destination for new and experienced shoppers alike. Experience Michigan's #1 recreational dispensary, one of their 38 locations. Use code WSN30 for 30% off your entire order, online or in store. Go to www.loom.com today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The bullets of summer are here, and Woodward Sports is all over the Motor City with the White Claw Tigers Tour. Come party with Woodward Sports, watch the Tigers, and sip on some White Claw all summer long. The best bars, big giveaways, live events, and a party that only Woodward Sports can throw. Ain't no party like a Woodward Sports party. Join us Friday, May 23rd from 5 to 7 with the heavyweights at McShane's in Detroit for the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw, Easttown, and Van Johnson.
One.
All right, final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. What is today, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
All right, cool. Tomorrow's a Thursday. That's if the order
we got a fight
maintains.
breakdown?
Fight night, yep.
Give me a good one.
Thursday fights, absolutely. Woodward Sports chat thread. Joe, I don't think we can afford Marner. Look at Puckpedia. Joe, the money's in there. It's going to hurt for the first 2 years, though. No question about it. So, yeah. I'm with Danny Raxter. I'm with D-Mac. Nylander over Marner.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, well, a couple of chiseled veterans, and you, me, Mr. Rockster. So
he also asked how the
that center line,
Yeah, he said, how's the gym going?
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Pop in anytime you're around. Stop in.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Joe, I see $21 million, but we got to re-sign a couple of restricted free agents, and I prefer depth over the big Marner splash. But those are the decisions that you have to make. But yeah, well, that will about do it for today. Intern Simeon, your first day, what'd you think?
It was great. I'm excited to go to work. It'll be fun.
Dude's already better than Chris.
We're going to have a good time.
That's true.
He's already better than Chris.
He's climbing the rankings.
First day. Yeah, it's crazy.
First day out. T. Simeon.
I can't wait for these. So, Spenny Idea Incorporated, I say we do an intern combine. So we get them all out there. We do their 40 times, different stuff like that.
225 on the bench?
Yeah. Well, we could do 135 for an average man. We could do. You want to do 225? We can load it up. But I got my money on Jerry. I'm just saying right now. Easy's nephew, Jerry. Kid's an athlete.
What's your 40 time like, Simeon?
I don't want to know. I don't really want to know. I ran one after our last home game a season ago, and I think it was in the high fives or something. I don't want to. It's only gotten worse. It's only gotten worse. It's not going to get better.
I haven't done anything to make it better, so it's only gotten
exactly.
worse. Stands to reason. All right, Intern Simeon, good job, man. Good job so far.
Thank you.
So far. Day one success.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's a new day, and I don't care what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what it is. Good job, everybody. I liked it. We'll be back at it tomorrow. For D-Mac, for Spencer, for young Justin, who left, and for Intern Simeon, I'm Neil Rule. Thanks for tapping in, Big D Energy. Well, see you later. Internal